Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and today I'm going to be doing your energy check. As usual, we're going to take a look at Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine energy and the energy of the connection at this time. I'm also going to pull a few cards to see how twins are feeling for each other, probably one card each. I've got my Wisdom of the Oracle deck with some guidance, and actually I'm going to pull a card for each of the twins from different decks. I've got a new one today, so stay tuned. I'm gonna start with the Wisdom of the Oracle, so please give me a card for Divine Feminine. Please remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't force it. If it is, please, if it resonated, like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I've actually, now that I'm finished with my dance competition season, I will have more time for doing the readings, and I do plan to have extended readings. I will tell you more about the format, what's going to be covered in the extended, and you will have a chance to get it from my website. If the story in this reading resonated and you'd like to learn some more. And for Divine Masculines, please. Hope you guys are doing great. Very excited to have you here, and thanks very much to everybody for supporting my channel. Okay. Divine Feminines have got TikTok, number 30, or 3. So definitely there is a bit of a time pressure, but not literally, of course, but it's kind of like time to act sort of energy. Whatever you've been eyeing or thinking about, whatever ideas you've been getting, or you were feeling that urge to move forward with them, go for it. Now is the time. Like for me, I was just talking to you about those extended readings that I'm going to be doing. That was one of the things that has been sitting with me for a while, and now I feel that, yeah, it's time. TikTok. Because at some point, and I mean, this is not one of those examples maybe, but with some of the ideas and projects that you're pursuing, timing is critical as well. And you know it, like if it's something, some sort of innovation, some new information you're bringing to the audience, you know, that idea could be fresh for a while, could be exciting and new, but with time, somebody else could populate it, could, you know, make a success out of it and could make it theirs. So you don't want to miss that moment. Divine Masculines have got 43, Deep Knowing. And again, we're looking at the planets, at the moon. We have Mercury in retrograde right now, and this forces everybody, kindly forces everybody to look within, to go inside and to search for that inner truth, right? Mercury is about communication. This is having an honest conversation with yourself, really, for anybody. And Divine Masculines are bringing to the surface more of the deeper knowing that they had before, that was on the subconscious. Now it becomes more conscious in their reality. 43 is also 7, so yeah, it's that spiritual world. It's the, you know, the upper realms where we're diving in, deepen into, to get extra information, extra insights. Okay, let's get started. I've got my Spellcaster's Tarot deck, and I'm using it today for my readings. Hopefully you're as excited as I am about this one. So first we're gonna get the energy for Divine Feminines, then Divine Masculines, and the connection. Okay, bottom of the deck, Knight of Cups, a lot of love underneath. It's not yet spelled out, but there is a very strong drive, like emotional drive towards each other with the twins. at this moment. The energy is a little bit controversial, but overall, I can just say a lot going on. We have different colors, different seasons, you know. We have a little bit of major arcanas here. So, Divine Feminines, for you, we've got Ten of Swords, King of Swords, and the Judgment. I'm actually going to clarify King of Swords. Let's clarify King of Swords for Divine Feminines. That's your central energy. So you're having to, no matter how hard the truth is, you're kind of having to stand in your truth. You have, I'm hearing the sort of justice on your side. We don't have justice here in this reading, but yeah, literally you know that and you're kind of standing strong with it. Ace of Cups, about the love, yeah. Maybe it doesn't look like what you or other people are imagining. If you're talking to somebody about this connection or that this is the love of your life, this person, right? It may not look like that in the physical, but deep down, you know, again, this deep knowing energy, you know that that's true love. And you have to, no matter how cold it may look on the outside, you have to kind of keep this space and recognize the truth, believe in it, have faith that better times are gonna come around. You have Ten of Swords and the Judgment here as well. So the Ten of Swords, of course, is this energy where you feel a little bit tired on the journey, you feel a little bit hurt, or maybe a lot. I'm getting for a few of you a lot. You know, it's not for the faint-hearted, we know that. So you are starting to feel that now, right? That you've been on it for a while and maybe you haven't achieved as much success with your dynamic as you were planning on. But the Judgment comes in and shows you, it kind of recreates you, right? So this person that's in despair and in pain is going down and the new you is rising up with the help of the divine. Completely new version of you that knows the truth, that has love in their heart, unconditional love for their person and for the world. And it's a lot harder than it sounds. But yeah, through this, you're being through this pain, you're being kind of recalibrated and reborn into something completely new. Wow, it's pretty strong energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. But yeah, if you open up to the divine helping you with this, they will help. And if you're struggling to get out of the Ten of Swords energy and to stand in your truth, ask for advice, ask for help, ask your higher power for help. You should ask. I mean, that's kind of how it goes, right? That's part of the learning process as well. Your person has got the Devil, Page of Wands, and Five of Pentacles. I'm gonna clarify Five of Pentacles here. Okay, I've got Four of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, looks like in general, they are pretty content right now and you know, trying to enjoy the moment, to appreciate what they have in life. The problem is sometimes that could be a bit deceitful as well for them. Like they could, sometimes it even comes from them seeing everybody in their best light, having the best intention, you know, believing that anything is possible, but just like that, right? And that's a bit of a manipulative statement on its own. If they don't really understand how the laws of the universe work, or that they are supposed to make changes with themselves, like inside themselves, right? Go within, start there, as within, so without. Then they will have that beautiful picture and it will get better and better. If they are missing that part of the puzzle, it's only gonna get worse with the Devil here. So it can become a bit elusive and get them to a dead end or to a new cycle. It's like a spiral and it's gonna be kind of like the same. Different people, different circumstances, but the same until they learn the lesson. Yeah, so it is a bit of a struggle or resistance to learn the lesson that you can't just expect everything to have a happy ending if you're not putting in effort. And effort starts with yourself, your inner self, your mindset, right? With the 4 and 5 of Pentacles, I'm getting some challenges with the finances at the moment, and they're trying to balance out that lack that they're seeing in the physical by doing some savings, by spending less, by trying to be smart about their budget, which is good. But right now it's not like it's gonna, yeah, it's likely gonna work for them in the long run. But right now, they like immediately in the immediate future, there's some financial struggle where they can't afford what they would like to. And I'm not even talking about luxuries, but things that they feel are necessary in their life. What I'm also getting with this, that it's actually part of the divine plan and it's there for a reason, i.e. for some of them, they don't actually need what they're trying to buy or to save for. And it's just not going to happen for them. Something ultimately will happen to the money, to the idea, to the person who was supposed to provide that. Something will happen, it's just not happening. It's a protection part. For some of them, it's the way, it's also to heal patterns of lack and, financial abundance, how we see it, of creating that flow. And like basically the more you hold on to something and you're not creating this free flow, because money is also energy, right? And it's supposed to be, it's called currency. It's supposed to be like a current, like a stream, like a flow. If it's not working like that in their life, then they aren't going to be very successful with saving, with investing, with multiplying their finances. So that's another lesson that they're going through. For the connection, we have 4 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and 5 of Wands. Please clarify 4 of Cups. I like this Queen of Cups in the middle. That is a beautiful energy. And with this deck, especially, this beautiful waterfall and the Queen enjoying herself. It's a lot in this deck, it's a lot about self-love actually, but mastering it truly. That's the energy that the Spirit suggests that both twins are supposed to be in to move forward successfully. Wow, 4 of Wands. 4 of Cups clarified by 4 of Wands, to force. This is about long-term stability, commitment. And what I'm seeing is twins are seeing this connection as the opportunity for that long-standing happily ever after. And it means a different thing for each twin. I mean, for either, for divine masculines and feminines, of course, depending on their awareness, but it still could mean, it could be the same, right? It could be for both. But for divine feminines, it's more like they're aware, right? But they also know that there is divine timing and that there's a certain amount of work that each twin is supposed to do individually in order to be happy together. And they're feeling that this opportunity is on the horizon, it's coming. It's not like somewhere over the mountain where they can't even see it. They see it on the horizon. For masculines, if they're not aware, most of them aren't, there's more like they haven't seen divine feminine as a true opportunity for a life partner, but now they're seeing them that way. So maybe it's because you were friends and they were like, a lot of people actually have that limited mindset where like, yeah, you're my friend, we're so great together, and this almost automatically in their mind cannot be like a romantic partner, or they have somebody else in their life at this moment, right? Who they have a romantic relationship with, so they don't even consider it that way. It could be, of course, because of the challenges and arguments you went through, anything, but for one or another reason, they weren't considering it seriously as a life partnership, in that meaning not colleagues, not business partners, not just friends, but true life partnership. And now they are seeing that potential with you, with Divine Feminine, right? Because whoever is listening. Queen of Cups, yeah, in the center, but also there's Five of Wands. So there's still a lot of people involved who are actually not helping. They may seem like they want to help, they have the good intentions, but they are creating additional noise and chaos in the situation. So both twins have to be very careful about who you're listening to, who's whispering something in your ear about what to do in life. Not even if it doesn't have to be about romantic relationship, but ultimately, if it changes your mindset, your perspective, your choices, one way or another, it's impacting your twin flame journey and your dynamic with your person, right? Stay in this Queen of Cups, in this mastery of emotions and balance, and don't rush anywhere. Have plenty of time. It looks like, it's very transformative time, so savor it and pay attention to details. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, a card of advice for Divine Feminine from my new Spirit Junkie deck. It's more even of a confirmation or affirmation, but so cool, I couldn't stay away from it. Okay, so the advice for Divine Feminine, or the affirmation rather. I communicate with ease and grace. People are willing to embrace what I have to say. This is so ironic considering the Mercury retrograde. But what I'm also getting here is that words are really the swords, right? And we saw this energy for you, Divine Feminines. So really, it corresponds with staying in you, no matter how cold it is outside, no matter how hard it is to get your message across at this time, it's still important to have something to say and to be talking. Because your words have a healing power. They will make somebody's day better. They will make difference in people's lives. So at this time, just do it with ease and grace. That's a very important part of this message. Okay, Divine Masculines. Got the Sacred Traveler deck for you. Let's see what kind of messages we got here. We got Great Adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward. Yeah, so this is this Page of Wands energy. Taking risks, venturing forward, having that passion for what's coming next. The page is a student, right? It's that energy of excitement and curiosity. And you can see it from the look on his face. And also in this deck, wands, they are all the wands suit, they are in the fall, right? It's the fall where I am right now. So yeah, definitely Divine Masculines expected to have quite a journey this autumn, this fall. Take a risk, venture forward. This is a great adventure. And that's another advice against holding back. So this is even with the finances, right? This is discovering new ways to manifest and to bring abundance into your life. But if you remember this, with this card, I also spoke about as within, so without. So it's also important to remember that aspect. Okay, last but not least, some messages from DM to DF. Actually, just one card. It's gonna be the main energy of what they are feeling today. Wow, we've got Nine of Cups. So Divine Masculines today are seeing that this meeting has been fated, that this is meant to be. Divine Feminines are seeing that this connection is going into calmer waters, into a more balanced state, and they appreciate it because it's been kind of chaotic, it's been a bit stormy, their boat has been rocked, and as much as they enjoy the ride, they also need some time to recover, to recuperate, to be ready for the next adventure, right? Notice boats, by the way, in both of them. So they're glad that it's going into a more calm and peaceful state. Okay, I hope this has been useful for you guys. Thanks very much for staying with me. Bye.